So I have a bunch of little boxes.
Little boxes. Well, I just really brought over stuff that was either like too valuable to leave in the house or.
I mean, I packed everything up in my room because it's just me.
Right, but that's what I did. And then all of the little things, after they get the big stuff out, we can go get those little things.
Why are you making one long trip each time?
I know. Why not just bring it in the house and then disperse it?
I'm so scared.
Of what?
It's so dark down here.
We should probably go ahead and sage then. So it's been a week, you guys. I've been in my house for 7 days. And the moving process was a lot. So we're starting this vlog at around day 3 of being here, or the evening of day 3, after the movers brought over our stuff. So this would have been Saturday. We're starting this vlog, and the moving process was crazy, you guys. I don't even want to get into it, but we're in the house now, and I just kind of wanted to show you what the past week has been like. Trying to get organized, trying to find a place for everything. It's weird, we have more space, but less space, if that makes sense. So I've been getting rid of things and moving things around and trying to figure out what I really need and what I don't. It has been a lot. Also, at this point, we're still in the process of moving out of the old house. Yeah, I don't know what that was. But we were also still in the process of moving out of the old house as well. And that was an experience that I might give a story time on at some point, because I think you guys might actually be interested in that. I think I could give a lot of tips and tricks on moving, honestly. But anyway, so here's where we are. We are at this point on day 3, the evening of day 3, and me trying to make some sense of my kitchen and trying to get things put away, which I can tell you now, because I know future me knows that it's going to take a lot longer than 7 days. So one of the things that we've discovered whenever we move is that it takes the dog a little bit of time to get adjusted. This move is no different. In fact, this one has been probably the most challenging, at least at the beginning. The last one was pretty bad, though, because she really did not like being there. But now she is really agitated, and it's to the point where I'm thinking, is this dog possessed? It kind of reminds me of one of those horror movies where the animals start acting out first and you should probably just leave. She seriously sounds possessed. I have doggy CBD oil, though. Officially, day 3. I have to maneuver past all of the furniture to get to the balcony this morning. Gonna have to move this as well. I got my work cut out for me. I think I may have found my new editing spot. So pretty. I really want to have a self-care Sunday, you guys, but I have so much work to do. It's probably the best time, though, to have a self-care Sunday. You see, we have the temporary shades up. I don't really think that I'm gonna put any curtains in here, but I mean, obviously I do have these windows, but I think what I'll do is just do a film. Like, I have this film here, so maybe I'll just do a film to cover the windows, and then the light comes in that way. Okay. I got this from Amazon. It's supposed to be a diatomaceous earth bath mat. It's very flat to the ground, but it's a regular bath mat, and it's supposed to keep everything dry here, like it just absorbs the water. I thought that this one was hard, because they have the hard ones that you can step out on. But it looks okay. Like, it looked like it absorbed the water just fine. So I'm gonna monitor it and see how good it really is. But when there was water on it after showering, it seems to be all dry now. So last night, after showering last night, there was water on it. So it seems to be dry now. I think it's fine. I'm gonna have to do some more research though, because I know they have the ones that are not, what am I trying to say? They are not soft, but they absorb the water, and they're antibacterial, and they're supposed to replace that, which, you know, that's cute. And of course you want to step out on something soft, but I like this too. There's also the teak wood ones that absorb water too, but I feel like you still need to put something underneath those. So this may work, we'll see. This may be the bath mat. Yeah, all the little things that you don't think of, or that you start to discover. Like, one of the things that I need in this bathroom is hooks for my towels, because this is the shower, right? But there's no hooks. There's nothing to hang a towel on around here. Not on this wall, not on this wall, not over here on my side of the bathroom. But then randomly, on my husband's side of the bathroom, there's a towel bar, which is great for him, I guess. We're not doing the wet naked walk from here to here. That doesn't make sense. So, good morning, sunshine. Say hi to the vlog. So yeah, I'm thinking, since the door is right here, putting another over the door hook like I had at the last house for towels. I can't even do like an over the shower hook either, because that goes all the way to the top. Like, there's no lip to hang it on. So I guess this is it. I could put a towel back here, but you know, then the door. So they didn't really think that through. So over the door it probably is gonna be. And I don't really want to put anything here or here, because I'll run into it. Tired, but happy, and I know I look every bit of it too. So the easiest thing to ever get done in any of our houses is the bedrooms. We have those for the most part working like well-oiled machines, and it usually doesn't take my husband very long to put beds together and for us to get the linens on the beds. So that is done. Did take us this time, this is our third night here, so it did take us 3 nights this time, but that's because the bed wasn't here yesterday. The first 2 nights the beds weren't here, so that's why they weren't up. They got here yesterday, Well, half of the bed got here yesterday. We had to get the rest of it today. So now it's up. There, so you can get maybe the full effect of the room. But this is the bed in the space with my nightstand and his nightstand and our bench that was here before. A lot of this will probably change because I want to do something a little more dramatic in this space. But I cannot wait to climb between those sheets. Bed is so comfortable, and you know, I like to make my forts, and I have my pillows. I probably will use the blue and white for a minute, but it's probably going to change here in the next week or so. Across from the bed will be the TV, and then, and you know, this is the closet, his closet, my closet, his closet. And then there is the bathroom. Again, I took the most amazing bath. I think I was in the bathtub for over an hour. In fact, I can tell you exactly how long I was in the tub for because I watched one Monroe Steele video and one LMV Laura video. No. Who else did I watch? Who did I watch? I watched Monroe. Oh. I watched one Monroe video and one Dadu Chic video. So I was at least in there for an hour and a half. This is how it looks from this side. I have to go down and get his pillows from the basement.
1, 2, 3.
It's stuck. You got to pull one side out. Pull.
Yeah.
Lift it. Lift up.
Lift that side. Push with your foot.
But it looks much smaller.
I'm gonna double check my positioning.
Oh, okay. Day 4 in the house. Y'all, our refrigerator, the one that didn't come with the house, the one that's making noise, that came with the last, that we bought at the last house. We have the one that we bought and the one that came with the last house that never worked. And then we have the one that we bought, and now we have the one that's with the house. We're only keeping one of the other ones here in the garage. The other one will go, the first one will go. But someone apparently did not clean all the moisture out of the refrigerator. I guess it's just one of those jobs we overlooked. And so our refrigerator sat in storage for 10 months. Now, we've done this before, and we've had a refrigerator in storage, and this did not happen because we did our due diligence. But maybe he thought I was going to do it. Maybe I thought he was going to do it. I don't know. But we need to clean it out because we need this secondary fridge, primarily to use the freezer to store the dog's food and other things. Plus, we have a lot of gatherings, and so oftentimes we need a second fridge to hold platters and things. So this one is staying. So here's the fridge. I think this one is, it might be 2.5 years old, maybe 3 years old now. It spent the last 10 months in storage, so it's still fairly new. And then there's this one that we've had for 10 years and it never worked, which is why we ended up getting this one, because this one never worked. But we stuck it out for a few years, several actually, because it worked well enough. And you know, we kept saying we're gonna get another one and we didn't. And then finally we just had to because the ice maker stopped working, but the refrigerator froze everything. So make that make sense. But y'all, this is what I'm dealing with. Yikes. She is gross. So I'm getting ready to do everything, and that's why I have on this mask, because there's some mold in here. I'm gonna put on my gloves, and we probably shouldn't have plugged this up first. So this is what I'll be doing. This has been a crazy day. I did not expect to be doing this at all, but it needs to be done. Yikes, look at that. Eesh. Okay, I want to put my phone down because I don't want to get crud on my phone. So here are my gloves. I've got bleach and Getting ready to get to it. Wish me luck. Spanakopita? Pizza? Anybody? Yes. I'd like to believe that this was my original idea, but it's not. I actually saw someone do it, I think on Homeworthy. I'm pretty sure it was. If you're not watching Homeworthy on YouTube, you might want to check it out. Okay, this is not the most flattering angle for this, but I do believe it was Homeworthy. If I can remember the episode, I will definitely put it in the description box. But these are, I'm going to attempt, the Nopang gallery wall frames. So like I said, I got this idea from the lady whose house was gorgeous on Homeworthy. But what she essentially did was she bought these frames that are all matching because she was really buying this for the frame. And they already have artwork in them that's like kind of neutral, not really great, not really bad, you know, photographs, a couple of word prints or whatever. She bought these and the idea was to hang them on the wall. Now, they're art when you hang them on the wall, right? And then over time, replace the artwork inside with, you know, actual artwork or actual artwork that's personal to us. So this is a bee-themed room. I would love to find or draw, which I probably will do, maybe do a couple of bee-related pieces to go in here. I might do like a bee watercolor or some honeycomb or something like that. I'm not gonna be like overly precious with the bee theme. Like I love this bee-themed pillow, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh no, it's a little too cutesy for this room. When I'm done with this room, it is going to be very dark. I'm painting it very dark on purpose, but with a high gloss paint. I don't know how that's gonna look, you guys, but it's paint. If it doesn't look right, we will paint over it. But that's the plan. I'm making this room very like dark academia. Think Harry Potter meets, you know, Sister Girl from South Central LA. Okay? That is pretty much what we're going for. I love a good dark academia vibe because I'm a geek. I like libraries and, you know, school. I love colleges. I also love the type of architecture that comes with like an Ivy League school or some other sort of like university type situation. They have those academic buildings with, you know, the arches and the architecture and stuff. And I know I'm just getting into the weeds in my geekdom, but I love that vibe, you know. So I never even really watched Harry Potter, and I don't really, you know all the details. Like, I don't know what a Hufflepuff is or anything like that, but the vibe of the school and academia. I loved Wednesday, the show about the little girl from the Addams Family. Like, I love that. I binged that series. I love that sort of thing. And so that's what this room is supposed to reflect. Like, it just gives off like a whimsical vibe, but also kind of like a little magical. I'm not a witch. I'm not into magic. I'm not into any of that. And I hope I don't offend anyone by saying that. I'm very much not into that type of thing. I don't cast spells or anything like that. So these photographs kind of work. They're not really the horses, maybe, because they kind of look like academic drawings, you know, or sketches that like a student would have made. So that kind of works. I wouldn't necessarily say that these prints give off that vibe, but what they will do is when I'm done, because of the color that I'm using in this room, what they will do is kind of just blend into the wall, and that's what I want. I thought about going with maybe some gold or bronzed frames because they would stand out from the wall, but at the end of the day, I kind of want to see what a tone-on-tone gallery wall would look like. So because the color that I'm using in the room is going to be similar to this, I'm wondering if it's going to stand out, if the finishes are going to make it look two-toned, or if it's just going to look like these prints are floating. You will see all of this when I do. But anyway, I'm opening up these prints. I'm going to lay them out on this table because I really want to get a sense of what they'll look like. I'm going to move not all of the extra stuff out. A couple of extra things are going to stay in here for now because it's just the place holder. But I'm going to move out a lot of the stuff in here. And I'm going to have a room that actually looks finished because I need that right now. I know I went around the world and back to tell you that. But what the lady did when she bought her prints was, or when she bought a set like this from IKEA, was replaced each picture over time. They already have paintings or pictures in them, so it looks like you have finished artwork on your wall. And then gradually you just change them out. No one will be the wiser. That's what I was trying to say in 6 minutes. If you're still here, we're best friends now. That's just it. We are best friends now. You're family. So come on over for Salmon Sundays. I'm loving this room so far because it's the closest to being finished, but I got other stuff to do. The washing machine is like doing the most. 1 second. Still loud, but at least it's muffled. Okay. So I've had this bench since 2001. That's been like 20 years, right? So this is an antique, right? I don't know if it is, but it's on its way to becoming an antique. I got it in, I think it was 2001, maybe 2002. Either way, it's over 20 years old. And I have reupholstered it. It was in my mother-in-law's room for a minute. It's going to need to be reupholstered again. So that's an upcoming project. But I love this bench, and it's just in this little like hallway space. So the laundry room is right there. And you could just sit here, I guess, and wait for your laundry. I don't know. I have a feeling a lot of laundry is going to find its way on this bench. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to put a nice piece of artwork up. And of course, this hall all needs to be painted. But I'm going to make it really nice. It almost seems like too big for the space, but it's really not. There's plenty of space to pass by. So it's just one of those pieces that you're like, I can never get rid of this piece. My sister did want this piece. She really loved it. And I would have left it in California for her, but it ended up on the truck, 1, and 2, I had no way of getting it to her. And then she moved out of her house. So she wouldn't have been able to even really enjoy it. So I'm glad I kept it. And I'm like I said, I'm going to reupholster it again. I might paint it too. I don't know. We'll see. I actually like the finish on it, so I might not. Let me see if I can get more light, because there's actually a light. There we go. Been showing you this thing in the dark. But yeah, and you can see my little reupholster job. My mother used to reupholster furniture all the time. So this is just kind of one of those things. It's very sentimental. We bought it when we built our first house, and that was back in like 2002, 2003 time frame. So this is literally 20 years, like it's come full circle, this piece. It was in our front room originally, and now it's occupying this cool little space in this hallway. It's like this house is a new house, but it has old house vibes. Like it's almost like we've restored an old house. That's how it's starting to feel, and I like that. So yeah, I thought I'd just kind of take a break and talk a little bit about this bench, because I feel like it's pieces like this, like you might buy a really good piece of furniture right now and it's not an antique, but in 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, it will be. You know, this is definitely one of those that it is now over 20 years old. It has stood the test of time. It has been, you know, all across the country and back, and it has stories to tell. It was in my mother-in-law's room, you know, before she passed. And now it's here. And I just think it's beautiful. And I don't know. If you have any ideas on how I should reupholster this piece, let me know, because I haven't really thought about it. I want to do something fun and but also significant. So let me know. When I did this print, by the way, I was on my neutral vibes. And hindsight being 2020, I would not have done this cording here, but you know, it is what it is. I think I did it with hot glue, so it'll come right off, I hope. I'm hoping it will. I think it will. Yeah, let me know. We are at day 6, and I just wanted to make a note that it looks like I live in a treehouse. When I wake up in the morning from that vantage point, this is what I see out of this window. And this is what I see out of this window. I feel like I'm in the trees. I love that for me. Things are coming along. I need to order some linens and order the paint for this room. We are gonna go with a soft, like brownie pink, pinky brown, nude. I don't know what you would call it. On the walls, I decided I wanted to really warm up the space. It's very white. And while I like a good white space, this is incredibly white in here, partially because it's the builder grade paint. But I also like color on my walls in my bedrooms, especially something warmer, because otherwise it could feel just like really bright. And, you know, we get amazing sunsets out this window, and sometimes the light can be incredibly bright. It's raining today. I'm not gonna go out on the balcony. It's raining today. I'm not gonna go out on the balcony, primarily because the house 2 doors down is still being built, and it looks like they're excavating dirt, so that's loud. And my balcony is wet. So I'm not, but I already have the little furniture that I want to put out on the balcony for now. It's the little set that I bought, or it's not a whole set. It's the 2 chairs that I bought to go on the porch, and then the little table. That's what's going to go out here. I may or may not screen in my balcony. We shall see. I kind of don't see the point of screening in the balcony, only because I have this treetop space here. It's windows on 3 sides. So there's really no need to then turn around and put a screen on my balcony, because I have a screen because I have this screen here, so I can just open this, be in this space, and still be like indoor, outdoor. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, right? So when I'm out on the balcony, I can truly be outside, but I have to do something to mitigate the bugs because I don't want to sit out there with the bugs. I debated, I went back and forth. I think I'm going to put my desk in here with my computer because then I can use this to, it's a good quiet spot, but also beautiful spot to edit and upload my videos. I do most of my editing on my phone though, so just really the upload process can be here. Yeah. But back to my favorite room in the house and the gallery wall. So this is the semi-finished room. This is where we are currently. Obviously, there's so much more that needs to be done. A couple of bookcases, one in the corner, one in this corner. The console tables that I have to find, obviously. And I also plan on putting a curio cabinet on that wall right there. So we'll see. I don't remember what oh yeah, this room gives old school. It just, I don't know if it's the windows, I don't know what it is. It just feels older to me. But also this room, I feel like I'll use it now because I did do the living dining room situation. I'll use it to receive guests. It's a parlor, so it'll be used. I don't want to have spaces in my house that I don't use, or I only use a couple times a year. That's why I opted to not put a full-on dining room in here or just to make it a sitting room either. I made it functional. I can bring my laptop in here if I want to, because I already love sitting on my porch, you guys. Like, there's the porch and there's my flowers that I planted. I already love sitting on my porch. I got those chairs, by the way, from Target. But this is just an extension of that. I will be putting shades on this window and maybe like a Roman shade, like a valance at the top, because I don't want to block out the light in here. So not anything blackout for sure, but maybe just a Roman shade valance at the top. Sheila Bridges has a line called Harlem Toile, and y'all know I love toile, and it's Harlem Toile. There's a toile with kids double dutching. You guys, oh my God. Okay. We are just gonna have a great time decorating this house. I have babbled enough about this room. If you like this kind of content, let me know. I can go on and on and on and talking about this stuff, which lets me know that this probably truly is my passion. But I can talk about this stuff forever. You just have no idea. And it's so funny because years ago, my husband was like, you need to find your passion, because I am a jack of all trades. I do a lot of different things. And at the end of the day, interior design is it. Look at the little girl. She's got the goods. She's got the Chick-fil-A. So if you like this, please hang out with me and like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. If you like this kind of content, because I am so excited, you guys. I could do backflips, and I've never done a backflip in my life. I'm too old for that. But if I'm this excited, I want you guys to feel my excitement and share in it. So thanks so much for watching. Right when I was getting ready to end this video, the delivery guy came with my new couch. There it goes. It's from Ron and Ani, not just Ron. By the way, I look real crazy to be taking deliveries. Like, what am I wearing right now? I have got to step this up very soon, y'all. So I guess we know what we'll be doing in the next video. Of course, we'll be talking all things house, but I'll also show you my new couch. Love you and leave you. See you next time.